What I would like to talk about is this Measure 2-3 assignment. And we're going to, on the Measure 2-3 assignment, when you print it out, or when I give it to you, I want you to start with the bottom one first. So when we start with this bottom one in Measure 2-3, it's telling us we've got to read these arrowheads. So these arrowheads is where we're looking at, and it says you got to measure in between those. Number 24 would be measure in between where those are at. Number 30, it says what is the measurement of this space because it's pointing in. We're looking at the arrowheads and knowing where we're measuring. So if I can zoom in on this, it says number 21 here. It asks me what is the measurement between here and here. So we want to know what the space is right here. So if I go back up here and look, we got 1/16, 2/16, 3/16. There's 3 marks over. Is that odd on top? Yes. Is it even on the bottom? So number 21 would be 3/16. If I looked at number 24, 24 says from here to the beginning of the ruler, we counted over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 marks. So we've got 15/16. That's odd on top, even on the bottom. We're good to go. If we looked at number 23, it says what is the space between here and here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12/16. So number 23, it says 12/16. I'm putting it over there for a reason because it is not odd on top and even on the bottom. So we'd have to divide 12 by 2, and that would give us 6. Divide 16 by 2, that would give us 8. It's still not odd on top, so divide 6 by 2 again. So now we're going to get 3. Divide 8 by 2 would be 4. So what I'm saying is I want to see reduced fractions on this sheet. Yes, you could count over 12/16, and in essence you are correct, but I want you to reduce them. And again, if you have issues with that, we're going here. You can count over the 12 like I just said. Hey, 12/16 is 3/4 of an inch. 10/16 is 5/8 of an inch. 4/16 is 1/4 of an inch. So use that ruler helper sheet along with Measure 2-3 in order to get those measurements. If I reduce it back here, what happens when we get past the 1-inch mark? We've been going here to the 1-inch mark, and okay, great. But let's say we get over here to number 28. Actually, let's look at 27. 27. So 27 is this entire distance. So we want to know from here all the way over. So in this scenario, we're going to start with 1. If we know that's the 1-inch mark, then we'll count over the number of marks after the 1. So we know we have 1, and if we're going to 27, we're going to this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 1 and 9/16 for number 27. Is 9/16 odd on top? Yes. Even on the bottom? Yes. So what you don't want to do is start counting 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Is 25/16 correct? Yes, but you're making a lot more work for yourself than you need to. You just start with the 1 here and count over, so then you'd have 1 and 9/16. For number, let's say look at 28. For number 28, we're going from the 0 to 1, 1 to 2, and it's 2 marks past the 2. So we know that we're going to be 2 and 2/16. Is 2/16 odd on top? No, it is not. So you got to divide 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So then we know that number 28 is 2 and 1/8. Now the only other question from here might be if we look at number like 32 here. Number 32 is asking the measurement between here and here, which means we're measuring inside of the ruler. We're starting here and ending here. So it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, actually I'm not even going to count it for it, but you're getting that measurement in between there. Number 30, you're measuring the distance here. So number 30 is that line measurement. You're not starting from the beginning, you're not starting from the end, you're starting in between the ruler. 35 is the same way. You're measuring the distance between that mark right there. So what we're doing here is looking at the arrowheads, measuring it out, and counting from there in measure 2, 3.